Brother Sai here. They are trying to divide us. We know that. But too many people are being duped by it, and it's very, very sad. This time, they are trying to divide us by telling us journalism should be a crime. Oh, no. Journalism should never be a crime. Good journalism only brings positive things to any society. That's big facts. Huge facts. Yes. Just because good journalism might paint your team in a negative light, that doesn't matter. Stop thinking you are on a team and get some goddamn solid principles for your decision making. Please, some of you out there, I really want you to have more solid principles for your decision making. It's honestly, it's scary. It's scary. Disrupting a church service where no one was physically harmed at all, discussions were had, does not mean anyone deserves to be imprisoned. That's insane. That is such smooth-brained thinking and behavior. Don't do that. Respect civil rights for all, not just for those on your team. Nobody gives a shit about your team. Okay. Some of you say out there, but Brother Sai, they disrupted a church service. They disrupted a church service. Ugh. So what? So what? Did it shut the church down indefinitely? No, it did not. They'll come back again and worship again and again. Again and again and again and again. So we're really going to lock people up for making things uncomfortable for others for a few minutes? That's what we're doing? You get a little uncomfortable, lock them up. What in the world is happening? No sane society would. That's why ours is insane right now. Insane. Lost its mind. I'm reminded by a skit Sacha Baron Cohen did back in the day where he pranked local Arizonans by holding a town hall and telling them a mosque was coming to town. Oh. The white people were told a mosque was coming to town. Not shockingly, they were all outraged. They demanded it do not happen. But wait, we have freedom of religion in this country, right? Right? Sure do. Does that mean those Americans in the town hall should have been arrested because they objected to a place of worship being built that people would have ended up worshiping in? Just like the other scenario? Exactly like the other scenario? Same as stopping a church service, right? That's preventing worship, right? We don't like to prevent worship, do we? We put people in jail when they do. I know what smooth brains will say. That's different. That's different. Oh, that's different. But no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's only different because you are against it when it's not your team and for it when it is. Again, that's a smooth brain way of doing things and dehumanizes anyone who isn't on your team. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's insane. That's insane. All right, let's see some comments here. Maybe we can glean some more wisdom from the comments. We shall see. In court in Los Angeles, Assistant U.S. Attorney Alexander Robbins argued for a $100,000 bond for Don Lemon, telling a judge that Lemon knowingly joined a mob that stormed into a church. Wrong. He was released, however, without having to post money and was granted permission to travel to France in June while the case is pending. This case is not going to go well for the plaintiffs. No, this is crazy. This is crazy. The point is to perp walk journalists in front of their base, not to get charges to stick. This is about character assassination to discredit. Correct. This is just about trying to make people not do good journalism. Like, we don't like that. That makes us look bad. Let's do this and scare people so they won't do the good journalism. Insane. Insane. And it costs money to fight things in court, which Don Lemon, I'm sure, has enough. But, geez, man. Those of us out here, the onesie-twosie journalists trying to do this stuff, you're not going to be able to afford it. This is exactly how they get you. They scare you into being like, oh, I can't do that. Messed up, bro. Lemon is going to be able to produce a lot of news with what he will inevitably find in discovery. That's it'll never get there. Yeah, it'll never get there. This will be dismissed. It's going to be dismissed because it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's absolutely so dumb. What's the point? What's the point? Again, we talked about the point. The point is to just scare people to not do the good journalism. That's the point, which is gross and disgusting. Disgusting. That's not freedom. Freedom to do good journalism. Freedom. Okay. Also, this is just going to... At some point, you would think that people out here understand what it means that all attention is good attention, which sucks as a saying, but it's somewhat true in this day and age, where it's like you just blew Don Lemon up. He's going to get subscribers. He's going to get eyeballs, viewers. This is going to be, in the long term, positive for him in the amount of eyeballs he has on him. You guys are so dumb. This makes him more relevant, right? To put it simply, this makes Don Lemon more relevant, not less relevant. Now, I don't think they care because, again, the idea is to scare people from doing this, but it's going to make him more relevant. The right gets hard using civil rights laws against minorities. Oh, my God. It's so true. I'm not even going to expand on that. Feels so true. Feels so true. What a waste of goddamn time and resources. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Okay, anyways, let's get back to the main point here, folks. They're trying to divide us. Don't let them. Stop being a freaking idiot on a team being like, no, that's my team. I just have to do it without any principles in your processing, in your decision making. Find your principles, use them. Part of them should be respecting disagreements. We all have disagreements. Who gives a shit, bro? Do that. Find some principles. My God. And subscribe for more wisdom.